Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Career and Corporate Hub. Nadzina Ndifikodani Hlajwayo. If you are new here, please make sure that you subscribe, or if you are watching without subscribing, please hit that subscribe button. And for everyone who has subscribed, thank you so much. I highly appreciate it. And I have been receiving a lot of encouragement messages on LinkedIn and also on Instagram and Facebook. So thank you so much for encouraging me to keep going. If you really know how YouTube or taking videos work, it's a lot of work, especially if you have to take you're the one taking the videos and also editing yourself, so it's quite a lot of work. So thank you so much for encouraging me. And really, to go back to why I started this channel was when I was searching for information about what to study or how to navigate my life at work. There wasn't much, so I thought, why not start this channel that could help somebody that is in high school, primary, or at work. So I have been interviewing a lot of people, and thank you to everyone who has accepted my interview request, and really I am honored by you accepting my invite. So thank you so much. Today I would like to touch on two different topics. The first one is position yourself at work, and the second one is a YES program, which I will explain a bit later what a YES program is. So I have came across with a lot of people that are stuck in one position at work. They don't want to leave a company. They want to work for a specific company. However, they are stuck as maybe working in the shop floor, or working as a cleaner, or working as I'm not sure how to call the type of job, but a job where I think you require maybe matric or no qualification is required for you to do that job. And those people end up studying. However, when they study, they don't really research if what they're studying is going to help them to get a job. I'll make an example with, say for an example, in a manufacturing company, you are working as an operator on the line, and you go study HR. So you not positioning yourself in a place that you can easily get hired, because HR is far from you where you are on the line, right? So if you are on the line and you have no connection with HR, you might spend the rest of your working life on the line, because you're not positioning yourself in a place where you are employable by HR. So if you're on the line, it's easier to do engineering, because you are working directly with engineers that are creating processes, and also your managers could also be engineers. So you can easily get hired because you are working more closer with those people. And if you're studying during your like your working period, not really necessarily like at work, I'm saying like if you are studying, if you started studying while you are working, your manager is more likely to know that you are studying towards a certain qualification, so you can easily get hired. But if you are going to study something to do with HR, where that is far from the line of your work, you're gonna have to network. You have to go to HR to knock for maybe to work for 2 hours a day while you are still operating on the line. That would give you an exposure to HR specialists, HR managers, HR people, and just show how interested you are in HR. So when they're hiring, they can easily consider you because you are familiar at their working area. So if you think that you can just study HR. I'm using HR as an example because like HR engineering, like two different qualification. If you are studying HR and thinking that you're just gonna apply for a HR job, it's gonna be hard for you to get a job in HR, because firstly, you don't have any working experience in HR, and secondly, you're not marketable. If your working experiences from the line and you want to work in HR, then that's like two completely different things. So I would advise that if you really would like to study a qualification that is far from where you are working, then position yourself in a place of networking, introduce yourself in those departments, in those people, in the managers that are hiring, that you're interested in working for some time while you are still working on the line, while you are still studying, so that they know that, okay, this person is studying and they're planning to finish their studies at this certain period, so that whenever you are done studying, then you can go and say, can I come and do a full-time internship, or can I come and work as a graduate trainee? So that is you positioning yourself and also networking. So it's quite important that you don't just sit where you are and expect that, well, God will perform miracles. I can just send my CVs and then I will get hired. No, God wants you to also go knock on those doors. So if you do that, you will become successful. I have met a lot of people that have been they've got these beautiful qualifications, but they are not known by anyone from those areas where they qualify, and they've been applying. So that's why I thought I should do this video, so that if you are in that position where you've been applying but you are not receiving any acceptance, you're getting rejections all the time, please think about how you're positioning yourself. When you send your CV, make a phone call to say, I have sent my CV. I am, for an example, I'm Kodani. I've been working as a cleaner for the past 10 years and I would like to grow in my career. I have studied HR. I saw the HR job and I've applied. I would really appreciate it if you consider my CV. And if they feel like you don't have an experience for the job that you're applying for, then you can ask if you could come and work as an intern or do some training there without pay. So that would be you growing your profile, growing your profiling yourself. So a portfolio of evidence is very important. So let's think about how we position ourselves. I would like to move on to another topic called YES program. YES is Youth Employment. I forgot what the S stands for. However, unemployed candidates get placed into different companies. I've met a lot of them who have studied public administration. So that means that they are high unemployment candidates that have studied public administration. So if you are watching this video and you are studying towards public administration, I wouldn't suggest that you carry on with this course, because there's quite a lot of public administration candidates or graduates that are there are quite a lot of unemployed public administration graduates. So I would suggest that you change your mind. These students from the YES program, they get placed into different companies, and sometimes they get placed to just any department regardless of their qualification. So my suggestion is, or my advice is, if you are placed in a position where you've got, say for an example, public administration qualification, and you are placed in an engineering department, the first thing you have to do, you have to find out if you fit into that department. That means speaking to the hiring manager or the manager of the department. If there's no future for you, yes, you can continue working, because I think the government has created this program for to reduce the unemployment rate, for people to earn some stipend while they are marketing, or also to gain some employment experience. So the sad thing about being placed in a department where you will never get hired is you being stuck there for a year and your contract comes to an end and then you leave. So when you get there, get a mentor. Find out if you can study engineering if you are placed in an engineering department and there are no other places where you can fit in. Look if you can, study engineering so that maybe you might end up working in that department. Other than that, you can also shop around. When you are placed in a company that has different departments, finance, if you have public administration, and then you have majored in finance, look for, go to finance, go knock in the financial department to find out if there are any placement for you, there are any position for you. Go to HR and ask if they can find a department for you that is suitable. Don't just sit and wait for your contract to come to an end, and just learn what you are being given. And also sometimes you put yourself in a position where you're waiting for somebody to give you something to do. And this is not only for the students, is also for every student that is doing an internship or a graduate trainee. When you get into a department or a company, when you are hired as an intern, ask for your training plan. Do not just sit and wait for somebody to give you something to do. People are so busy. So you are responsible for your own development. You are responsible for your own growth. I'm sure if you've been watching or following this channel, a lot of candidates that I've interviewed, they have been saying that you are responsible for your own growth. So that means that when you are there, ask for work, ask for exposure, ask for rotation to go work in different departments so that you can learn as much as possible. You can build your profile. And also don't get discouraged if you are placed in a department where you feel like your qualification is not relevant to that department. Just look around. Learn what you are being given. It can prepare you for something bigger, for something better. So sometimes people get discouraged that I'm not even going to use this experience anyway, so it doesn't help for me to really be part of the team or to really help because I'm not going to use it. No, show up. Show that you are irreplaceable, even though everyone is replaceable, but show that you are irreplaceable. So ask for work, ask for you should show that when you're not there, people miss you, that we are short staffed when you're not there because of the amount of work or effort that you put into when you are being given a task. So position yourself in a place where people would really recommend you and also would want to hire you when you are there. And then lastly, I met this other lady and we were talking about the amount of people that are unemployed and also the amount of jobs that are being advertised. Sometimes it does not correlate at all. Say for an example, a lot of automotive companies have now opened an IT hub in South Africa, and the IT hub service different countries. So you basically are placed in South Africa and you are servicing China, for an example. So if you look at jobs to or careers to study in 2023, 2024, you have to look at the jobs that are being advertised in different companies, the bursaries that are being offered from different companies. Actually, bursaries are more important because that's the future, but jobs can be in demand at a specific period or time, and then when you're done studying, then there are no jobs anymore. But if you look at the bursaries that are being offered, then that means that there is future in those careers. So look for bursaries that are being offered in different companies. This is for somebody that is in matric or somebody that would like to grow from where they are. As I mentioned in the beginning, that if you're a cleaner, if you are like you're doing a job where maybe it does not require any qualification, and you would like to grow, you would like to study something that at the end of the day you want to get hired, look for look for bursaries that different companies are offering. So going back to me, I met this other lady, and we're talking about this topic that there is no correlation between unemployment rate and the demand. Yes, without really disputing the fact that there is quite a high number of unemployed people in South Africa. However, when we were talking about people study business, for an example, as a module, right? Or as a course, when you're studying business, the first thing that comes to mind for somebody who studies business is for them to study business when they are done studying, not to look for an employment for how can I say, not to apply for a job at a certain company. So I'm not sure what if value you would add when you have studied business in a like at a college or university, yet to go apply for a job. Maybe like you can come up with different ideas, strategies, entrepreneurial dynamics for a company that is already existing. However, automatically when you go study business, you are positioning yourself to start a business. So now a lot of students who have graduated from business studies are unemployed because they are waiting to be hired. However, that qualification should equip them with resources to start their own business. So the biggest issue in this scenario or this situation is the people that are teaching them, the lecturers that are teaching them about business. They have never owned a business. It could be lecturers who have also studied business, and then they end up doing masters and then PhD or becoming professors without really having the actual real business experience. So now you can't really equip the students with the resources to start their own business. So that's why we have that sort of like imbalance between number of graduates that are unemployed and also the demand of jobs that nobody has qualification for. So that's another thing that you have to look at when you are going to study something. Please do a lot of research about what you are going to study. Look at the future of the course that you are choosing. Look at the I mentioned the bursaries that different companies are offering is the future. So that will be your trigger or your guideline for the future of the career that you're studying. And a lot of people like to study things that they think they are easy. And when you pass matric, you feel like you just want to obtain a qualification. But you have to have a bigger picture thinking that whatever that you are studying should get you a job one day, or should allow you to start a business one day. I know a lot of people, when they go to university, at the end of the day, they would like to they want to end up getting employed. But if you are just studying for the sake of studying, that you might end up being stuck with your qualification and no employment, and then you blame the government that there are no jobs, but you also making the wrong decisions with your career choices. So that's why I started this platform for Career and Corporate Hub, just to see what people have studied and where they are working. Sometimes also when we are searching for jobs, if you have studied mechanical engineering, sometimes because you're not well informed, well equipped with what you can become after you have studied mechanical engineering, you can just search for mechanical engineering and you don't find anything. But you're not aware that as a mechanical engineer, as a person who holds a mechanical engineering qualification, you can work as maintenance engineer, you can work as a process engineer, you can work as like quality engineer, you can work as different in different disciplines of engineering. So you have to do a lot of research. So that's why sometimes when I have people that I'm interviewing, I always ask them what positions did they hold or are they in currently, so that you understand that, okay, if this person has this specific qualification, does not necessarily have to become a mechanical engineer, as an example. And last thing, this is not an engineering channel. This is a channel for different careers. I have been trying to get hold of different people from different careers, but unfortunately it's quite hard. It's so hard to get people, I don't want to say professionals, but people that are working to come and interview them. A lot of people are not comfortable to be interviewed. Some are camera shy, so it's quite hard. And I would really love to get a lot of people to come to my channel for information, giving back to the community with just information that will help somebody who would like to pursue their career in the same footsteps. So thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do make sure you subscribe. So bye bye. I hope this information will be very helpful. And if you have any questions, or if you have any, I hope this information will be very helpful. If you have anything that you would like to add from what I mentioned in this video, please comment in the comment box. Or if you have anything that you would like me to touch on, please do comment. Let's grow this channel. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.